Hello there, how y'all doing? Not yesterday, the day before, Tuesday. The 11th, I think. March. The JFK files were released. Of course, everyone went mad. Yes, got them at last, got them at last. And to be fair, I was quite excited myself. Finally get to find out what happened. For real. Or as you Gen Xers say, for real, for real. For some reason you have to echo yourself. Anyway. Now, unlike everyone else, I thought I'd get them in pretty bite-sized chunks. Because yes, there's 80,000 of them. Most of them are only about a page or two. And I wanted to properly absorb everything that's in them. Because I didn't want to do what most people have done and jump on the bandwagon and immediately decry that Israel was involved. It was them, it was them, it was all them, it was all them and nobody else. Now, yes, Israel was involved. I mean, everyone do that anyway. But it wasn't just Israel. Most people are taking a single mention that someone's made of Israeli intelligence here and there, very often in files unrelated to JFK's assassination, because there's quite a lot in there that's it's not just to do with JFK's assassination, it's everything surrounding it. But they've taken the mentions of Israel and gone, there, look, see, evidence. Well, you see, that's not entirely right. Because yes, they're mentioned. One of them is from a guy who was linked to the Cuban freedom movement, talking about having the backing of Jewish money. Oh God! Well, that instantly implicates Israel, doesn't it? No. People forget there's been quite a large Jewish population in the US for a very, very long time. Far longer than Israel's been around, believe it or not. And funnily enough, they have their own version of the mafia. I dare say that's very likely where this Jewish money came from, because they were buying guns with it, you see. Now, why would the mob be interested, or the Jewish mob be interested in killing JFK? Well, the same reasons that both them and the Italian mafia and the Irish mob all wanted JFK and RFK dead. See, this is something people don't quite understand. I posted a video of an interview with a guy called Colonel Fletcher Prouty yesterday that was done in 1989, and it's on assassinations. Now, Colonel Prouty used to be the Joint Special Operations Commander for the Pentagon for 9 years, from 1968 to 1977, sorry. So it was a good long while. And this is a guy that, to be honest, although he may not have been able to speak completely freely on what happened with JFK, he was certainly in the know. You see, one thing he says, or did say, that really struck me, along with some of the other things that quite frankly are very enlightening for what happened with Trump and everything else, was that this is always a multi-faction, multi-discipline, multinational affair, that these people aren't beholden to any government anywhere. That they have the tendrils within not only the police departments, but the army, the protection details, the law enforcement, the intelligence services of not just the US, but every Western nation. You see, although people are implicating Israel, they very well could have been involved, they're not thinking about all the other aspects, all the things that needed to be done, not only before the assassination, but after. Such as getting the assassins in position, getting the assassin full stop, first of all, setting up the patsy, making sure that they're able to get both the kill team and the chosen patsy in position beforehand, in the right position, to ensure that they have to make sure that the target is going to go the right direction and be where they want him to be at that specific time. Then there's the extraction of those assassins. Yeah, they need to make sure that they're able to get away without being detected. Then they need to get not just out of the country, but also out of the area, out of the city, out of the state, out of the country. Then there's the cover-up, the law enforcement, getting the law enforcement to cover it up, setting up that cover-up, ensuring that it's all running smoothly and the investigation isn't going in the direction pointed at the actual assassin. And that's just a tiny fraction of what's involved. So yes, you can point the finger at Israel all you want, but there's far more involved. Israel's just a small part of it. Always has been. Always has been. This has always been a multinational affair, as I've always said. As I've always said. These documents are proving it. People have misunderstood what I've said, what I've stated, assuming that I'm not placing any blame on Israel, because that's not true. I am, yeah. There's certain things that also give them motive. Well, it's the same with the CIA, same with MI6, same with the Russians, with the Cubans. To jump, to pounce on Israel and Israel alone is myopic. It's also exactly what the system wants you to do. Whether you agree with that statement or not, it doesn't stop it from being true. They always find a scapegoat. Come on then. Always find a scapegoat. Come on. Always find a scapegoat. They're very good at presenting that scapegoat to you. Don't do what many people are doing and just searching for Israel on every document. Just the term Israel or Israeli or Jew. It's not the way to go. At least read the paragraph above it first. As many people haven't done, I've noticed. Also, Just because they've blanked out or blacked out Israel or Israeli intelligence on a document doesn't automatically implicate them either. Joint operations to do with intelligence, they have to follow the rules of both nations' intelligence services. And if Israel always blacks out their intelligence, we have to do it as well. Most of this went through a guy called, I've forgotten his name, something Angleton, who was the CIA desk chief for that all documents went through, documents that were being farmed out to other entities such as the FBI or everywhere else. And even states in them, even states in those, everything needs to go through him with the right redactions. Not because it implicates anyone. Again, standard protocol, standard procedure. People need to get a grip. This thirst and this need to have Israel as the bogeyman, like I said, is wrong. It's an emotional trigger, which should be a first sign that you need to look beyond that. Something with that high level of emotionality behind it is a massive indicator of a psyop. Have you been steered in that direction? Artificially steered. They're very good at this. They get better. They've had a very long time and they've been left unhindered to practice this craft, hone this craft, and perfect it. Never forget that.